Welcome to A Sure Thing with me, Rouvaun Smit, on this Friday morning, as we look ahead to racing on the weekend on Sunday in KZN. Fingers crossed this meeting will go ahead as scheduled. The inclement weather has really played havoc on the racing program. We've had no racing since last Sunday. Both meetings have been called off because of the rain. Let's hope that things ease off a bit, dry out nicely, that we can go ahead with this 10-race program that is scheduled for Sunday, where the first race gets underway at 12 o'clock. You, of course, need to be on 5 minutes before that with your Hollywoodbet punted challenge selections. Make sure you've put them on, you've taken the bet slip, and you put yourself in line to win that big cash incentive prize. Now let's have a look at this meeting, a couple of nice races that we will be dealing with as we work our way through the card. The first race on the program happens to be the KZN Futurity Plate over 1,000 meters. 9 runners go to post, and I wrote here the Mike Miller Benefit Race. In fact, if you look at this race, there's a couple of first-timers. Those that have not won are held by those that have won, and those that have won are all from the Miller stable. And if one sort of looks at them, it looks like number 3, Cosmic Relief, will be the stable choice because it's got stable jockey Tristan Godden on board. This horse won well on debut over the course and distance. Natural improvement is expected, so it looks like that one is the stable choice. 4 Hold the Key won well last time out. This one is also still improving. What's interesting is that this horse has started favourite on each and every one of its starts to date, so they must actually hold this one in high regard, so that's definitely one that will probably trouble number 3 the most. Number 6, Siesta Sunset, has got Matthew Thackeray on board. Nice to see him retain the ride, won well over 800 meters. Will enjoy the step up in trip. And then there's 9, Captain's Envy, that's got Craig Zaki on board. Now this horse won at long odds, opened at 25-1, jumped at 40-1, and duly obliged with that run under the belt. We'll definitely have more to come. So all the race horses, we're going to put them in 3, 6, 4, 9 in that order, all for the Mike Miller yard. Race 2 is a maiden plate to be run over 1,200 meters, and here we have a field of 13 runners who will contest the second, which will be the opening leg of the bipot. And when my eye fell on Zena Rose, my eye immediately fell at the bottom of the winning form, where I saw Duncan Howell's comments, and he says, Zena Rose is racing consistently and can give a good account of herself, and that's good enough for me to make her my first choice selection to win it. I also liked number 9, Our Lady Fate. That was a good last effort, and in fact has got good recent form to her credit. The third place horse in that last start has subsequently come out and franked that form line, so that bodes well for her chances. For third, I'm going with number 6, Who Blinked. Now this horse I thought was very unlucky last time out, has subsequently been gelded since that last run, and this horse is still improving, but after the gelding, if not in either the run, can find the frame. And then for fourth, I'm going with number 2, Zikalala. This all showed good improvement last time out, and a repeat of that performance could see that one finish in the money. So 1, 9, 6, and 2 are the numbers I'm going with in race number 2. Moving on to the third race on the program, a maiden plate to be run over 1,200 meters, and here 11 runners will contest the opening leg of the place accumulator. My eye immediately fell on number 1, Real War. This horse made late progress last time out, when second best. The blinkers go on, so that should definitely sharpen this one up. Coupled with the fact that if you look at the form of Real War, you'll see that the best efforts have come over this track and trip. So Real War definitely on the short list. But the horse that I really like the look of is number 3, Emoyeni. Now this horse ran a cracker on debut and finished off well when it ran second. The horse that finished behind it in third has subsequently come out and franked that form line. So to me, that certainly gives this one a chance of actually showing that with natural improvement to come, has got what it takes to win next time out. And that's why I'm going with 3, Emoyeni to win it, ahead of number 1, Real War. For third, I'm going with number 10, Good Living, who's always there or thereabout. And for fourth, I'm going with number 6, Top Seed, from the stable of Mike de Kock. This one has been rested after a fair debut, has been gelded, and if not in need of the run, will finish in the money. So 3, 1, 10, and 6 are the numbers I'm going with in race number 3. That takes us on to the fourth race on the program, which is the first leg of the Pick 6. And here we have a field of 11 runners contesting this Class 3 event. Now, immediately when I looked at this, I thought number 3, I Salute You. 53.5 kilograms. Definitely must be taken into account. This horse was backed last time out. So I thought, well, definitely the kind of horse that I would go for. But then when I sort of looked further at some of the other runners, I thought, nah, I'm going to put that one in, possibly for one of the minor placings, even if I am getting included in the selections, which in the end I didn't. Because when I got to number 5, Trois Quatre, and I looked at some of the others further down the line, I saw that Trois Quatre, 3 runs back, ran behind number 9, Mvelelo, and that one is now 3.5 kilos better off at the weight. So that one needs to be taken into account. But the horse that I think they all have to beat is number 8, Capsicum, with Sean Veal riding for Stuart Ferry. This horse showed pace, pulled hard early, but was staying on very nicely in the closing stages. Now, if this horse goes to the front and is allowed to settle, I think it'll be very hard to peg back, coupled with the fact that he's having his third run off the rest. So, number 8, Capsicum, is the horse for me to win it. I'm going for that one. Ahead of number 9, Mvelelo. This horse is 2.5 kilos better off at the weights. With number 3, I Salute You. You see why I said I'm even going to leave that one out of my selections. So that one I'm going for second. For third, I'm going with 10, Royal Swan, who's got solid form. And for fourth, I'm going with number 5, Trois Quatre. 8, 9, 10 and 5 are the numbers I'm going for in race number 4. We move on to race 5 on the program, which is a B Stakes to be run over 1,200 meters. And here 11 runners will go to post. And immediately my eye fell on number 5, Connery. Now this horse has reeled in 5 wins in a row. Apprentice JC Buertas knows him well. He's ridden him to 3 of his last 5 starts. This horse is in top form. He's gone up in the ratings, but he remains competitive. And I always say, you keep following them until they get beaten. 5, Connery is the one to win it. I'm going for him. Ahead of number 10, Calantha, who was an easy winner of her last start. In fact, she's won that last start very, very nicely. The second place horse, Francine, has subsequently come out and franked that form line. She carries just 54 kilograms, and she could give the boys a run for their money. That's why I'm going for her. In second, for third, I'm going with number 7, Good Traveller. I think with Rachel Vinegar on board, this horse from Up Handy will be staying on nicely. And for fourth, I'm going with number 3, Bourbon Warrior, who's unbeaten over the course and distance, but has been rested since August, so if not in either the run, could pop up in the money. Hence, I'm going for fourth with that one. 5, 10, 7, 3, the numbers in race number 5. Race 6 is the non-black type African Holly Stakes, where 9 runners will contest this 1,100 meter event. One on the card is number 1, Hit Them Hard Sunshine. Always think of my late friend Shaheen Shaw when this horse runs. That was a fair last effort. Should strip fitter, having its second run after rest. But I've become a bit of a fan of number 3, William Robertson. This horse drew clear last time out when it won, and has won its only attempt over this distance as well. Hence the reason I'm going for William Robertson again. A model of consistency, and I think can make it back-to-back wins. I'm going for William Robertson ahead of number 7, Don Carrari, who was unlucky last time out, but Matthew Thackeray retains the ride, and I think a repeat of that last run could make him competitive. For third, I'm going with number 5, Sophia, who raced handy, and the horse that finished second, Bevis Delight, has come out and franked that form line of Sophia's when she won last time out going away, so she needs to be put into the equation again. And for fourth, I'm going for 9, Sunblaze, who is ideally course and distance suited and is a kilo better off at the weights with number 3, William Robertson, so that should bring that one closer to the equation. 3, 7, 5, 9, the numbers I'm going for in race number 6. Race 7 on the card is the non-black type Michael Roberts Stakes. 10 runners to contest this 1,750 meter event. And when I was looking through this and my eye fell on Royal Victory, I was sold. I thought, I don't even need to look beyond this one for a winner, because this horse ran in the Summer Cup last time out. It brings feature race form into this race, and to me, Royal Victory is going to be a big runner. Third run after rest will be Cherry Ripe and will be very hard to beat. So Royal Victory is my confident selection in race 7 to win it, ahead of 6, Celtic Beauty, who's got solid form. For third, I'm going with 4, Imolyenzi Yokodaduma. This horse, of course, won the Christmas handicap last time out, also having a third run off the rest. That means that Emil Yenzi, Yokodaduma will also be very competitive. And for fourth, I'm going with number 2, Miss Platina. Unbeaten on this track. Third run off the rest, another one that should give a good account of herself. So you can see a nice race, this Michael Roberts Stakes. But I'm going 7, 6, 4 and 2 as my selections in race 7. Race 8 is a C Stakes. 15 runners to contest this 1950-meter contest. And when I was going through the card, my eye fell on Shotgun Willie. I thought, well, this one definitely warrants healthy respect. Ran on well to secure that narrow victory last time out. Is well drawn, can run into the money again. 3 Captain Oliver, this one from the Frikkie Greyling yard. Lightly race, but is a kilo worse off at the weights with number 5, Flying Cool. Now, Flying Cool himself dug down deep when he won that last start over 2,400 meters. The form line of that race has been frank. He drops back to 1950. The blinkers have been refitted. And I do think that 5 Flying Cool is the horse they will have to beat. I'm going with that one. Ahead of number 7, Duke of Africa, who's got consistent form lines. For third, I'm going for 10 French Trip, who was second last time out. And the form line of that race has also been franked. So he's not without a chance. And for fourth, number 2, Shotgun Willie. So 5, 7, 10 and 2 are the numbers I'm going with in race number 8. Penultimate race on the card is race number 9, which is a class 3 for fillies and mares over 1,400 meters, where 10 runners will go to post. And immediately my eye fell on 1 and 2 because I realized these two are renewing rivalry. One Go Like Flow, who's got solid recent form, finished behind number 2, Lucrative, who ran on powerfully and just got up and beat Go Like Flow. So there's precious little to choose between those two. 7, Just Reckless from the Mike Miller yard with Tristan Godden on board. Won the debutante stake, but that was way back. I think it was in July of last year. This horse makes its seasonal debut. And if it could give a good account of herself, but I'm going with number 8, Hier Kom Die Bokkie. Now this horse will be up with the pace. Definitely will strap much fitter, having its second run after rest. And if allowed to settle in front and get away from them, will be hard to pick back in the closing stages. So I'm going 8, Hier Kom Die Bokkie to win it from 2, 1 and 7. And that takes us on to the last race on the program, which is a class 4, where 12 runners will contest a 1,000-meter event. For Boom Shakalaka, this one won its only attempt over the course and distance. It was a very impressive win, and I do think with the apprentice JC Bottas on board, from up with the pace, could be staying on where it matters most. 7, Professor Lupin, a repeat of that last run, I think, could see him involved in the finish, but I like the look of number 10, Andy Kugel. Followed up his recent win with a good third last time out. This horse is holding form and should be in the shake-up again. I'm going with that one to win it. Ahead of number 11, Ndaka, ideally course and distance suited. From up with the pace, will be staying on as well in the closing stages. And for third, I'm going with 7, Professor Lupin, and fourth, number 4, Boom Shakalaka. 10, 11, 7 and 4, the numbers in the last of the afternoon. Hopefully the weather plays its part, that we can race at Hollywoodbets Scottsville on Sunday. Wishing you all the best. Find the winners. Till next time from me, Rouvaun. Cheers for now.